The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Just a few days before the 2021 ends, typhoon victims in Negros Oriental are still pleading for aid after Odette leveled some parts of the province to the ground. Ryan Ang with the story.
Para lang pong, pwede na ring araw lang. Wala talaga.
Residents stand on the side of the streets waiting for vehicles carrying relief goods. This has been the norm on parts of Manhuyod, Negros Oriental since Typhoon Odette hit the province. Their houses, boats, and fishing tools were destroyed, and they say help from the local government has yet to reach them. That is why they depend on handouts from private individuals.
Ako gusto kong hindi umiiyak pero iiyak talaga ako kasi yung bahay namin wasak na wasak. Yung government, local government namin, hindi kami tinutulungan. Inasahan lang namin yung dumadaan dito. Takbo kami doon hanggang doon. Hingi kami ng hingi. Wala na kaming hiya.
With no money to buy food, most of them just opted not to celebrate the Christmas day anymore. A group, however, later came in and donated a few packs of spaghetti set and canned goods for everyone to share. Simple as it may seem, the mini feast added a smile to their faces as they greet each other a Merry Christmas.
Kahit malungkot, nag-iba ang bahay namin, masaya naman kami, sir. Kasi doon pa may mga patay, dito buhay lang kami, sir.
Now here are some of the political stories we're watching. Presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos pledges to double down on his camp's relief efforts for those who are affected by Typhoon Odette. Marcos assures the public that, like in the past challenges, the country will cope, persevere, and come out of this stronger than ever. Senator Manny Pacquiao, meanwhile, calls for a 50-year disaster resiliency master plan to be funded by every administration. The presidential bet admits that while it will take several administrations before the master plan is fully implemented, at least the future generations already have something to look forward to in their future. And Partido Reforma standard-bearer Senator Panfilo Lacson stresses the need for, quote, tough solutions. Lacson says proper solutions to the country's current problems can only be grasped by tough leaders. With this, the senator calls on Filipinos to be critical in choosing their bets in the 2022 polls. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Some of our kababayans will usher in the new year with a new house and lot after winning in the vaccine raffle of their LGUs. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro gives us a front seat to the story.
The thought of owning her own house had never crossed Otelia Soriano's mind. It was just too far-fetched. So for the last 22 years, Soriano, her husband, and their special child have been living with their in-laws.
Basta may hindi kami nangungupahan, yun ang maganda dun eh, diba? Kaya sabi ko, hindi ko na inisip na magkaroon ako ng bahay, basta tama na ang ganitong simple lang ang buhay.
But with one lucky draw, everything changed. In an effort to boost inoculation, local governments have been giving incentives for getting the jab. In Las Piñas, the LGU took things a notch higher by raffling off a house and lot worth 1.5 million pesos from the family of Las Piñas Congresswoman Camille Villar. But Soriano said she got the jab because she wanted to be protected.
Dahil lang sa bakuna, no? Kala ko scam nga lang yun eh. Totoo pala yun.
The 1.5 million pesos house have multiple bedrooms, bathrooms, a driveway, and a kitchen. The only hitch is Soriano lives in Las Piñas, and her brand new house is in Laguna, which is 2 hours away. Soriano is thinking she could have it rented.
Pag-isipan ko muna ba, mahirap kasi magsalita ng tapos ba, basta ang bahay nandito na sa akin.
In Santa Town in Ilocos Sur, Mike Corpuz is another winner of the vaccine house and lot raffle, worth 800,000 pesos.
Welcome to my house. Thank you so much for the local government unit of Santa.
Mike is just 22 years old and the chairman of their local Sangguniang Kabataan. Mike said this house and lot is more for his parents than it is for him.
Wala kami naman malaking bahay or malaking lupa, kaya ito na yun yung parang regalo ko sa kanila.
Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippine International Trading Corporation and 7 other government-owned and controlled corporations, have over 13.17 billion pesos in funding that remain unutilized. That is according to the Commission on Audit's 2020 financial report. The COA said the GOCCs have not fully liquidated their funds or returned their balances to source agencies. Oil firms are expected to roll back prices as the Omicron variant threat puts a dent on fuel demand. In its forecast, Unioil says diesel would go down by 60 to 70 centavos per liter, while gasoline would decrease by 20 to 30 centavos this week. And 3 members of K-pop sensation BTS contracted COVID-19. Rappers RM and Suga are asymptomatic. Now, they tested positive for the virus while under home quarantine upon their return to Korea. Meanwhile, vocalist Jin has a mild fever. He was initially released from quarantine after testing negative, then received a positive result later on. Revisit the biggest stories and top headlines of 2021. Catch One News year-end special, Awit 2021, narrated by John Arcilia later today at 8 p.m. here on One News. It's also available on Signal Play. Here's a sneak peek.
The first batch of Sinovac vaccines finally arrived this morning.
The Philippines receives 2 million more doses of Sinovac's COVID vaccine. The government procured doses arrived in the country Thursday evening.
The organizer of the Maginhawa Community Pantry is appealing to authorities to stop red-tagging volunteers.
Wala po akong link sa Communist Party.
A nation in mourning this Thursday, former President Benigno Noynoy Aquino III joined our
The more contagious Delta variant of the coronavirus has spread across the Philippines.
Philippines, the wait is over! The goal is yours!
Winaharap na ninyo kami eh. Winaharap na ninyo. Ang tagal ng DOH.
We all want to save lives. For crying out loud. No one in government wants us to kill high cost. No one.
Nadiskubre po natin inuna ang kumita at makakuha ng komisyon at kickback instead of coming up with the right way to
I am today announcing my intention to run for the presidency of the Philippines.
Lalaban ako. Lalaban tayo.
Awit 2021, a year-end special, hosted and narrated by John Arcilia. Mapapanood ngayong December 26, alas 8 ng gabi sa One News at 1PH.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.